Hey guys, welcome to the final episode of Season 2.
The first ever.
The first ever final episode of Season 2 for Weekday 1-Up.
And the last ever final episode for Season 2 for Weekday 1-Up.
It is a sad day because Weekday 1-Up's ending, but it's also been a sad week. And we don't want to take you out on sadness, that's why we're starting the episode with
We're starting it with sad, but we're going to end on high notes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm getting chills already thinking about it. I don't know. This episode is very much dedicated to a man who changed not only our lives, but
the lives of so many people.
Millions and millions of people across the world. If you don't know, this week the CEO and president of Nintendo, Satoru Iwata, passed away. We're not going to get into the details of that or anything, but it's very sad. Not only for us, because, without Satoru Iwata, we may not be doing Weekday 1-Up even.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to think about, but we may not be doing it. We would have 1-Up, but because that's Miyamoto. But
Nintendo would have still happened, probably.
But
he has a huge, huge hand in everything.
Yeah. So, this episode is dedicated very much to Iwata and everything he stood for. And I said this on the podcast because we dedicated our podcast to him as well. I said, this episode is dedicated to him. Thank you for making us understand. Or something like that. Because that was his thing, I guess. He's always trying to make you understand.
Yeah.
So, but we're not going to go on and on about the sad times. We're going to go on and on, trying to tribute him the best way we think possible. And that's talking about our history with Nintendo.
Yeah, our best moments, like what Nintendo meant to us and how it has changed our lives personally.
Mm-hmm.
So, which one of us wants to go first, and then we can jump in off of each other?
I'll go first.
Okay.
For me, I remember Nintendo. I've remembered since I was just a young age, because I remember having the Super Nintendo, and I remember the very first game I ever played was Donkey Kong Country.
I never played Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo, but I also had it, and it brought me and my brother closer. Because we would switch off on Mario, like original Mario Bros. This was not the Super Nintendo, just the Nintendo. Yes. And we would switch off on Mario Bros. Like I would die and I'd be like, "Take it, stupid."
Yeah.
Duck Hunt.
I think I did have an NES at my dad's when I was a kid, and I played Duck Hunt a lot. At the TV I had in there, which I remember at the time it was probably just a little bitty thing like that. But I remember at the time I think it was so big.
Mm-hmm.
But I would play Duck Hunt on there. So that was my first memories with it, but I really didn't become a Nintendo fan until my mom started dating my stepdad. Because they started dating and then in the late 90s, and he had a Nintendo 64.
I'd say I was a Nintendo fan before the 64, but that did definitely helped a lot.
I remember in his apartment that he was condo, whatever it was, he had this really sweet bachelor pad. We went over there one time, and he was showing it to me. He's like, "Do you like video games?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I don't know." I never really had a ton of video games. And he was like, "Look at this." And he showed me Mario. And I just remember seeing Mario 64, and it blew my mind. I was like...
Now, I don't have the mind-blowing moment that everybody has. I don't remember it. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I played Banjo-Kazooie before I ever played Mario.
Really?
Yeah. So I think by the time I got to Mario, it was like, oh, it's more Banjo.
Yeah, it was just like... When I first saw it, in my head...
We should have had a banana up here.
We should have. You have one banana and it's not even that yellow in the house.
I don't know how that got here. You didn't bring it?
No.
I'm being dead serious. We had no bananas yesterday. You and Drew came over. Suddenly we had a banana and nobody knows where it came from. And Drew brought Taco Bell.
Supernatural.
Because he wanna.
So, in my eyes, when I first saw Super Mario 64, it looked to me then what current day 3D Mario looks like now. Like in my, like just the way you see it in your head, like But then you go back and you're like, this looks terrible.
Yeah.
But you know at the time because he's got that little.
I don't think it looks terrible.
Okay, not terrible, but it
holds up decently.
Yeah, it holds up very well. But what that remake was trying to do.
Yeah.
It looked like that in my head.
That they shut down.
Yeah.
Thanks, Iwata. But for real, thank you for everything.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nintendo. But, so anyway, what else you got?
I don't know, man. Nintendo just really affected me. Like I said, growing up, me and my brother, I think a lot of what it is, we just played. You played alone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played together, and I think that it really helped us become closer. Without Nintendo, me and Chris, that's my brother, obviously, we probably wouldn't be gamers right now. And without games, we probably wouldn't be. There's a good chance we wouldn't be into anime, maybe. But the only reason I say that is because we watched Dragon Ball already, but because of games, like, Nintendo got us into gamers, and then being gamers got me into, like, Kingdom Hearts and that kind of stuff, and that helped transition me into anime. So it all kind of goes back to Nintendo. Like, I just remember nights, like, sitting up for hours playing Smash Bros. And Mario Kart 64. Like, that stuff is life-changing, honestly. Like, so many people wouldn't be where they're at right now, and I know I wouldn't. I can say I didn't start Zelda till later, as you guys know. So, but that has affected my life tremendously. I'm a huge Zelda fan now. And I never played the GameCube until it was done, until the Wii was coming out. And then we got one, and I was like, this is cool, but I didn't play it that much.
I never really played the game. I think I've said this on here before, so I won't go into it, but I remember wanting the GameCube.
And your mom got you the Xbox.
Yeah. I know I've told you, but I can't remember if I've told you.
You have.
Have I? But yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me look like
Thanks,
a twat.
Mom!
Yeah, thanks for making me look like a twat.
A what?
Nothing.
That's not a good word, bro.
Yeah, so you know the story. You've heard the story.
And the Wii started bringing my whole family together, as I think it did for a lot of people.
Yeah.
We all started playing Wii Sports on it, and then, I don't know if my dad got on it, but my mom and even our cats and our dog, we put into Wii Fit. We were all doing Wii Fit together and started trying to get into fitness together. I remember running around our house with me and my mom. We're running around our house to try and get in shape because Wii Fit was telling us to run around the house. Like, they want you to run in your spot, but we were like, we're going to actually run places. Like, it all brought everything together. And the DS, like, that's when we go back. We go back even further. We're not even talking about the handhelds, man.
Oh, yeah.
The handhelds.
I had a Game Boy. My first handheld ever was a Game Boy Color.
Me too.
I had the...
Well, I did have the big one.
You had the original?
Mm-hmm.
The brick? Mm-hmm. The one that survived an explosion?
Mm-hmm. And then I had a clear purple.
I had the clear purple one as well.
Yeah, but...
You still got that one somewhere around here.
It's in here somewhere.
The first game I ever remember playing, and I think it was many people's first Game Boy game, was Pokemon Red.
Yeah, mine too.
But
I think I played... No, Chris had yellow.
But I also had an onslaught of the really crappy games, as probably everybody did. Like, I had Shrek Smackdown or something like that.
Bro, I don't even remember the other games I played on the Game Boy. I'm not even totally convinced I had other games.
Oh,
I think I really just had... And then when we get into the Game Boy Advance, mostly Pokemon, but I think I had some kind of racing game, and then I had the Bionicles game. Those are the only ones I can guarantee you I had. The rest were Pokemon.
And then at my dad got me the Game Boy Advance, and I had a few games for that. I don't remember any. I didn't have any good games.
Like, I can honestly say that the Game Boy is what got me really into games. Like, the portable stuff, that's what got me like, oh, I'm playing with friends. We're connected. Like, this is a cool thing. Like, I can take this anywhere. This isn't just something I do at home to waste time. Like, I'm taking this everywhere I go. I'm trying to level these up. I'm learning stuff. Like, I didn't even know how to read when I started playing Pokemon. I could not read. Same with Pokemon Snap. And my dad was like, this game might be too old for you. But you know what? They've made it awesome, and so we figured it freaking out anyway. Like, I don't know. I would say Nintendo helped me learn how to read.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I started learning how to read, then I was playing Nintendo games where I'd actually practice those reading skills.
Mm-hmm. Well, never mind. That's completely off topic. And the Wii, it helped me out a lot because I remember playing Super Mario Galaxy, brought my family together. I played a lot of Guitar Hero World 2 around my Wii. And I played a lot of Smash Brothers Brawl. In my opinion, it's my favorite. Brawl is my favorite. Smash Bros.
Wii U version.
I don't have the Wii U version.
It's the best.
I'm sure. But my favorite that I've played, solely because you guys know and you know how much I love story modes in games, and Brawl has a story mode. And it was awesome.
Screw Melee!
It had a story mode, and it was awesome, and it was epic. It had those really cool-looking cutscenes that were in, like, 720 on a 480 thing.
# Melee is overrated.
Agreed. It's the one you suck at. Trust me.
It's the one I suck at.
You do. You suck at it.
Stop stealing memes.
So...
I wish I could have met Iwata.
I do, too.
But I would have just been angry with him. That's bad to say. Like, I love Iwata. I love everything he's done. As a person, I think he's so awesome. But for the last couple of years, I think the whole world has just been like, advertise things better.
That's their main problem. But we're not here to talk about the problems.
That might not even be him. That's probably the advertising branch of Nintendo.
But he could have changed that. But we're not here to talk about the negatives. I do love that quote that I've been seeing everywhere around him. Is the one where it's like, on my badge, it says, President. In my head, I am game designer, but in my heart, I am a gamer. And
That's deep. There's just been the fan art that has come out is amazing. Like, the whole community coming together. It just really, it blows me away, and I'm sure it would blow him away if he was here to see it. It's too bad, but, I mean, obviously they wouldn't come together if he was still here. There'd be no reason to, but... yeah. It makes me... I hate to say this because I don't want to lessen his fan art and everything he's getting, but it really makes me wonder what is going to happen to the world when Miyamoto
I thought about that too. I was just like, if this is what's happening when Iwata is going.
Like, Miyamoto is...
If it weren't for Miyamoto...
Miyamoto is literally considered to be like a god of games. He saved video games.
He did.
Without Miyamoto, we might not have games right now.
Without Miyamoto...
If you don't know that, look this up.
Without Miyamoto, this show would not be happening.
Not only would the show not be happening, we legit wouldn't have games.
I know.
There was a game crash.
In North America.
It was happening all over the world. It was worse in North America, though.
Yeah.
But, and Miyamoto, he literally is the dude that came out and saved it. Mm-hmm. Like, it was all... You may have games, but they'd be in arcades without Miyamoto.
Thanks to this little red plumber. Mm-hmm. Little red plumber. Well, he was a carpenter at first.
But we're not... Like, I guess we can talk about Miyamoto. We're here to talk about our Nintendo memories.
Yeah.
So, like... It's another man that he just... Him and Iwata and...
Aonuma.
Yeah, like all the guys at
Sakurai.
Nintendo. Like, they've all changed so many lives. And I'm sure they know it. I'm sure they know what they've done. And it's just amazing.
What's amazing is how humble Miyamoto is about it. And how humble they all are.
Yeah, they all seem to be really humble. And it makes me really sad. Anybody out there who watches Nintendo Directs... that we're not going to have Iwata on there anymore. He was the lead dude on Nintendo Direct. Like, they come on and he's standing there ready to talk to you, and it's like, let's go. But I wonder who it's going to be now. I don't know. But it's going to be really sad when the next Nintendo Direct comes out and Iwata's not standing.
They're going to do some kind of thing. Tribute in E3 next year. E3 is probably going to make us all cry.
Maybe.
Because it's a Direct, and it's their biggest Direct of the year. You know what kills me? This is a little sad. We'll get away from it soon, but...
We're going to go to the question block in a minute.
Yeah. Well, then I don't want to end it on this note.
Oh, okay.
Because it's sad.
Well, let's go to the question block. What are you guys' favorite Nintendo memories? Let me know in the comments below. Let us know in the comments below. How has Nintendo changed your life? Mm-hmm. And even if you're not a Nintendo fan... It changed your life.
One way or another, Nintendo, if you're a video game fan, Nintendo has affected your life some way.
Mm-hmm. Probably more than you realize.
Even if you're a PC Master Race, Nintendo has affected your life. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't have the PC Master Race at Warfare.
Well, let's not make assumptions.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
But it might not be what it is today.
Yeah. You still have your little point-and-click adventure games.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
Okay.
I'm trolling.
This is all the questions we have left. Okay. And we're skipping this one. We always skip it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what to answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, let's see. Let me pick.
No, we're doing that one. Now enter into the question block.
Oh, it's time for the question of the day. It didn't go off.
That's annoying.
He's so mad.
And just so you know, if you don't know, I go in order of what they're submitted.
I think I did know that, but I forgot for a second.
Yeah, it's so that everyone gets in there. I'm not pick and choosing.
So what's the question?
Charles Connor asks,
Hey, buddy.
So, how do you guys deal with post-con depression? I think I've answered this in places before.
I think we've answered this question on here.
But not from him.
Well, I think we've answered it on here, but we'll go into it again since it was asked and we already read the question. Post-con depression, what you do is you crawl into a corner of your house, wrap yourself in a blanket, and
you
cry.
die.
Well,
you eventually die.
You cry yourself to death.
No, you almost die. You get really close to death, and then they announce the dates for next year.
And you're like, oh.
You come out of your little hole, and you're like, there's hope.
You're like a little bunny, like, ooh.
Yeah, and that's what brings you back. No, post-con depression, for me, how I deal with it is very different than how other people deal with it, because I cannot answer this question good for you guys, but because mine is so different, but I just start editing my videos. And I start to see everything over again. I see everything we did. Because I record literally, if you guys don't know, I record literally every single time we leave the room. Something gets recorded. So there's footage from literally every time we are out on the floor doing something. There's footage of it. So I've got the best moments of the whole thing right there for me to watch. I would recommend you guys to deal with post-con depression. I'm not just going to advertise myself, so I'll just say any con YouTuber. Go watch con YouTubers. Not just convention reviews. Anybody, whoever you like, whatever the con YouTuber that you like is, go and watch their stuff to be like, oh man, yes, now I'm getting excited for the next one.
Con depression doesn't really affect me. Is that a train?
No.
Doesn't really affect me in the way that it does most people. I'm usually, the only time I'm really depressed, is...
That day you go back to work?
Well, that just a little bit because I'm working. I'm depressed at work no matter what.
That's sad.
But no, it's the drive home, just because it's usually longer feeling, and
You're also normally not driving.
Yeah.
Driving helps a lot, being the driver.
And I'm just kind of sitting there, especially when you're going out of traffic. Going to Chicago, there's always traffic. Leaving Chicago.
That's why I'm excited for Columbus. It's never, ever, ever bad.
So, but for me, once I actually get home, I'm usually like, okay, home, my own bed, and I can just sprawl out.
I love that. No, my least favorite thing from when a con ends is when I get home and I've got my bags and I come in and I'm like, I gotta unpack these.
And you never do. You still have all your snapbacks there in the bag right there.
The ones that I don't have to unpack, I leave. But my mother makes me unpack.
Your mommy makes you unpack your bags?
Yes, guys,
Your mommy has to make you unpack bags.
I'm still at home with my parents. The true revelation comes out. This is literally my room at my house where we record this. And that's why we're moving studios. Because we're growing up. Things are changing.
Times they are a-changing.
Yeah. And I guess with that, guys, that's the end of season 2.
We did it.
Yeah. You guys want to keep watching us, though, right? You don't want it to end. So you can go to the link in the description and go to Nakamacast, where there'll be plenty more stuff. I'm not going to explain what it is again, because I've explained all week. If you haven't heard yet, go be surprised. Go over to Nakamacast. We're on it. You'll like it. Mm-hmm. And subscribe, please, because we need to see. I want to see how many subscribers we're getting, how many people are viewing this. And then, also, you guys can follow us right here.
Boom.
This is the Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. And for you...
For me, my Snapchat is Jimmy D. Richards, so you can add me right there.
And you guys should really do it to keep up with everything that's going on. We're going to be posting behind-the-scenes stuff, probably on Snapchat especially, from getting ready for Season 3. You may get to see the new studio a little earlier. You may get to see us recording some things that are a little secret right now. Mm-hmm. And I do just want to make sure that I let you guys know. Well, before I tell you that, let's go ahead and tell you that you can... When you share anything about us, hashtag WD1.
And that includes fan arts, gifts, and anything you want to do.
I think they know what it includes.
Well, it's the last thing. It's the last episode of the season. We're going to end it on.
And, guys, if you... dang it, I was going to say... Oh, yeah, you guys can expect... I need to tell them, what day does it come back? The 24th?
24th.
We come back the 24th of August. That is when that first episode will come out. And I do want to tell you guys, though, pay attention to the channel. Check it every now and then. Because there will be something posted before the 24th.
Yeah.
Something will be posted. We're not going to tell you what it is. It's a surprise. Though it's not that hard to figure out what it is. But it's still a surprise.
Just stay subscribed and keep...
But I just want to say it's something like we have never done on this channel. Like, we've never went this route with something before on this channel. So, it should be very different. And,
yeah, before we go, I want to thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
We credit half the crap we talk about is because of you.
More than half. Almost every topic comes from the community.
About 80% of what we talk about comes from you guys, and we appreciate that more than you could ever know. Like because of you, we got to meet fans for the first time on our show.
You guys have helped to change our lives.
Yeah,
completely.
Like I don't know where I'd be if I wasn't doing the show. Well, I probably do.
Probably be at home.
Probably be at home doing nothing.
Yeah. I mean, this show hasn't brought us, like, fame and fortune.
No, but
it's not like you would be back in the country. I wouldn't be a city folk anymore.
But you get what I'm saying. You know,
yeah, I get.
I don't know what I'd be doing, like, with my life.
Yeah.
You know, because this is what I'm doing. This is
what you want to do.
This is my channel now.
This is what we want to focus on. We want to make this big, and we're going to bring you quality content. You guys leave us topics. Leave us questions for next season. We need them. We need them bad. Because we want to make it the best it can possibly be. And next season, we don't want any breaks until the season ends. Mm-hmm. Go right through it. That's not to say things may not happen, but the goal is to not have any breaks.
And it'll be a lot easier because we will be in a new studio next season.
And I'm not looking... Just be ready for episode 1. Episode 1, watch it. Episode 1 of season 3, because I'm not looking forward to it at all. At all. And you'll get a little hint... Not a little hint. You'll get a big hint of what episode 1's going to be if you keep watching the channel.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys so much. Like I said, we really need to wrap it up. But jump over to Nakamacast and...
Check us out. We'll still be here.
I guess that's it, guys. Like I said, follow us on the Snapchat. Seriously, if you want to see behind the scenes, that's where you need to follow us.
And on that note, 1, 2, 3.
Stay nerdy. Woo! Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to watch yesterday's video, click right here in the center of the screen.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And read the description to find our other channels, plus our Twitch and more.
Nice, bro.
You should keep that in.